Hey there, everybody. I'm Eric Osberg, and I'm the Rural Rebound Initiative Coordinator for Ottertail County, Minnesota. And we're trying something new, trying something not earth-shattering or groundbreaking or anything like that, but we wanted to get a firsthand ice report from one of our local guides, Randin Olson of Lockjaw Guide Service. How are things going, Randin?
Well, today's actually kind of cold, so there's promise. A lot of us are itching. We're like, shoot, we're a good 3-4 weeks behind on what we should be. This is uncharted territory for a lot of us, but we do have fishable ice in Ottertail County. It is spotty, but we do have it. It's here.
How much are you on the ice right now?
I am on the lake right now. I'm in a side by side on a lake right now. So there's hope here. I'm sitting on a solid 8 inches where I'm at. I've had about 15 holes I've drilled out here right now, and I haven't seen anything under 8.
Okay.
So we're going in the right direction.
What is your personal, like, there's the ice thickness recommendations? Like, do you follow those recommendations, or like how much ice do you want before you're out there with a side by side, or you're out there with a four-wheeler or whatever? Like, what thicknesses are you looking for different types of vehicles on the ice?
So I've been through the ice before in a side by side and walking. So mine are a little thicker than probably most guys, but a good solid 7 inches is good for a side by side for me, and that's black clear ice. That's everything's based off of black clear ice. You get cloudy ice, a lot of times that'll cut your thickness in about half as far as strength goes. So just be mindful of a lot of that. But 7 inches, I'm pretty comfortable with a side by side four wheeler. 10 foot or smaller kind of skid house type of deal, something lighter like that. I judge a lot of my ice thickness stuff off of weight. There's a lot of charts out there. My side by side runs about 1,200 pounds with everything in it. So 1,200 pounds on 7 inches. I feel pretty comfortable with that.
How much ice are you looking for before you get the big wheelhouses out there?
I'd really like to see 9 or 10. Those houses are 4,500 pounds, but once you set it down, that's spread out over 21 foot. So your pounds per inch goes way down once you set that fish house down. So I'm hoping to get 9 to 10. A lot of normal years when it's real cold, I'll pull them out on 7 or 8. I'm comfortable with that, just knowing we have the cold weather and we're going to keep building ice. But this year is obviously a little different.
Okay, so we have fishable ice. The forecast looks good, right? Like, I looked at the long 10-day forecast, and there were single digits in our future, right? Careful what you wish for, because sometimes you get it. So one thought that's been going through my mind is, everybody talks about how good the bite is early ice, right? And this is wow. What do you anticipate the bite being like, right? Like, are we going to be in the dead of winter doldrums when we finally do get ice, or is there going to be opportunities to put fish topside, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so a lot of that kind of movement that seasonal progression that you see with guys going from the first break and working their way out in the lake, a lot of that has to do with angling pressure. These fish are running those shoreline breaks, and you get 40, 50 guys set up on those breaks. You're eventually pushing those fish out.
Okay.
So we're having a little bit of reverse of that. Normally by this time of year, I'd be looking at main lake humps and main lake structure, mud flats, things like that. But there's a lot of opportunity left on shoreline breaks right now. I just drilled a hole about 100 yards behind me on the weed edge, and there was a walleye swimming by the camera when I dropped it down. So they're up there, that's still there. So kind of treat it like early ice and work out from that if that's a good idea. So that's the best way I can put it right now. Those fish haven't been pressured yet since September. So no. we got good fishing.
That makes sense. And tell us a little bit about your operation, Lockjaw Guide Service. You rent ice castle fish houses, right? Tell folks what you offer as far as ice fishing opportunities go, if people are looking for someone to help them have an ice fishing experience.
Yeah, the rentals, the ice castles, that's kind of the full experience there. The houses are already set up on the lake. heat's on, holes are drilled. You know, you show up with some bait, a little bit of fishing stuff and some sleeping stuff, and you're set to have a party on the lake. So, and that's kind of based off of the experience of it. You know, we want you to experience sleeping on a frozen lake in the wintertime. It's something really cool to do. So, that's kind of set up for the hardcore guys and the guys that just want to sit in the house and relax and have some fun. We also do a bunch of portable trips. Take you out, we run around, run and gun throughout the day and kind of chase those fish around. And that's kind of, I would focus that as more of a learning excursion. You know, that's kind of the idea behind that. We want to focus on getting you set up so when you go by yourself, you can be successful. So, both options, you know, it's kind of cool. We like to do multi-species, which is a big deal around here. We've got 1,048 lakes. They all got good fishing. You know, it's panfish paradise, man. So a lot of the portable trips, we might do panfish during the middle of the day and go chase walleyes in the afternoon, or maybe pike or bass, or heck, I did a bullhead trip not too long ago. So we'll kind of chase everything. So it's just a really cool area.
Awesome. So, and do you have openings if somebody's looking to rent an ice castle? Not tonight, not today, but in the near future, do you have openings? Weekends, weekdays, like do you have openings? I guess is a question.
Yep, we got some openings. Weekends are going to get a little harder as each day comes by. We got more and more guys calling and getting weekends. But weekdays we can usually squeak you in somewhere. And we're real fond of weekdays. We're happy to run a little discounts and get some guys in on weekdays because, to be honest, that's the best time to be out ice fishing. I mean, nobody else is out here. Everybody's at work. You got the lake to yourself. You don't have people driving all over the heck. So that's really the fun time to be out is during the weekdays.
All right. And how do people get a hold of you if they want to line something up?
Well, if I make it back off the lake and I don't fall through, the best way is going to be to give me a call at 218-640-0158. Otherwise, you can find us at Facebook at Lockjaw Guide Service or even lockjawguideservice.com.
All right. Any final thoughts? I'll give you the last word. Any last piece of advice you want to give folks before we sign off here?
I know we got cold coming and everybody's itching, but please be careful. I'm on about a 6,000 acre lake right now, seeing about 8 inches everywhere. But yesterday I checked a lake that was 150 acres and I had open water in the middle and 4 inches of ice. So it's very spotty right now. I can tell you right now, I just drove by Otter Tail. There's 3/4 of a mile square that's wide open out in the middle of the lake with the wind blowing and whitecap. So use extreme caution, be careful, and take somebody with you. Don't do what I'm doing and go by yourself. That's just not very smart.
Understood. But you're a trained professional, so you can get away with it. All right. Well, thanks for your time. Stay safe, buddy, and hopefully we get to see you on the ice sometime soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
See ya.